Hello, children. Today we'll recap chapter number 1, crop production and management. So, first of all, let's study the definition of crop. What does it mean? When plants of same kind are grown and cultivated at a same place on a large scale, that is known as a crop. As a plantation that we are doing at our home, that is not a crop production. When it is done on the large scale and same kind of a crop is grown, that is known as a crop. Here mainly two types of crops are there. First is kharif and second one is rabi crop. So let's discuss the difference between the kharif and rabi crop. The crops which are sown in the rainy season, they are known as kharif crop. And paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton are the examples of it. On the other hand, the crops which are grown in winter season, that are known as rabi crop. This is a major difference between the seasons. So examples we can take here: wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed, etc. So this was a type of crops. Next, children, what are the basic practices to be followed while crop production? Here are major 7 steps that are to be followed when the crop production is done. First is preparation of soil. Second is sowing of seed. One more is there: before sowing of seed, we just select the seeds also. Next, adding manure and fertilizers. After that, irrigation means watering the plants. Protecting from weeds. Weeds means unwanted plants. We need to protect our crop from these unwanted plants. Next is harvesting. Harvesting means cutting off the mature crop. And last, we used to store the extra. Extra one means buffer stock that is stored. So these are the basic practices which is to be followed in the crop production. So in this whole chapter, we are going to study about these uh, steps in detail. So let's start with first that what do you mean by preparation of soil? Preparation of soil is the first step. So mainly 3 steps are there. First is plowing, leveling, and manuring. Plowing or we can say tilling means to lose the soil. You must have seen at your home even whenever we put a new sapling into the flower pot, we just lose the soil. So there is a reason why there is a loosening and turning of soil is known as plowing. And that can be because we are doing in the fields, that is done on the large scale. So that can be done with the help of a plow, hoe, or a cultivator. Next, that plowed soil. Now already we have loosened the soil. That loosened soil is leveled. That is done with the help of a leveler. That leveler is made up of wooden or either of iron. One main step is there, manuring. Sometimes children, manuring is done at this time also. Otherwise, we do it later. Third step is there, manuring and fertilizers. So sometime before, at the time of plowing, we just add the manure. Okay. So manure in this way, it gives a good yield. So this is a preparation of a soil. Basically, it means that loosening of the soil. We need to lose the soil. And you know the benefits of loosening the soil. Already we have done few points of it. So this was the first step of preparation of soil. Next comes sowing. So the farmer wants to sow the best quality of seeds. Okay. So sowing is a process of scattering or putting seed into the soil. So good quality of seeds, and the seed should be free from infection or any of the disease. So this sowing, how he has to do this sowing, because he has to do it on the large scale. So there are two ways of sowing seed. First is by hand, and second is with the seed drill. So children, by hand, sowing seeds is very difficult because the field is quite large. But nowadays we are doing it with the help of a seed drill. So it is better because seeds are in the regular rows, and means at the same distance, at the equal distance the seed are followed, and it's save time and labor. Both the things are safe because the work is done with the help of machines. So you have to just see to it. After sowing, we have to add manure and fertilizers. So the question comes, is it necessary to add both manure and fertilizer? So your answer is yes, because one is the manure is a natural substance that is obtained from the decomposition of waste animals and cow dung, human waste, animal residue, etc. And fertilizer is a organic compound. These are prepared in the factories, and they just fulfill the need of the minerals which is required by the soil or for the plant to grow. So in this way both manures and fertilizers are required to put it into the soil to increase the yield. So here is a difference also, manure and fertilizer, you can differentiate between these two. Next step comes irrigation. Now it's very important concept that irrigation means watering the plants for their growth. And the watering, supply of water to the crop should be periodically. It should be in the systematic way. The process of supplying water to crop plant in the field is called irrigation. Now, how much amount of water is required by the crop that depend upon nature of the crop, nature of the soil and season. So accordingly, the water is provided. Next comes the sources of irrigation are rivers, canals, wells, tube wells, dams, ponds and lakes. So children, earlier we were using different methods for irrigation that are known as the traditional methods of irrigation. First is moat, rahat, dhekli and chain pump. But nowadays we are using sprinkler system and drip irrigation. These two are very important, and they save water also. Both the systems they save water. So we are using these methods nowadays. Next comes removing weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plants. You must have seen in our flower pot the main plant we have grown, and few extra plants are there which grow with that are known as weeds, and it's very important to remove that plants. So the removing weeds from a crop field is called weeding. So best time is removal of weed is before they produce flowers and seeds, because they will spread more. So before they produce flowers and seed, they should be removed. Now there are various methods of weeding are either by hand or either by using a trowel, or one more way is there that by spraying special chemicals that are known as weedicides. So in this way the weeds from the field can be removed. Next, now our crop is ready to harvest. Harvest means cutting and gathering of the crops now. So that is because that is on the large scale. So either it is done by hand by using a sickle or by a motor called a harvester. Okay, and there is more machine is there that is known as a combine, which does the work of two, that is a harvesting as well as threshing is done by the same machine. That is also a time saver. Time and labor both are saved by that process. After that harvesting, now it is a turn that food grain should be stored, so until it is sold. So children, large granaries are there, or they are stored in the gunny bags, or the silos are there. Silos are the cylindrical metallic tanks in which that food grains are stored. But one step should be followed before storing, that the grains should be best dry. That should be dried in the sunlight so that it should be free from the moisture. Otherwise, there will be a problem that will be affected by the microorganism or by pesticides, etc. So before storing, we should need to dry the grain first. So children, these were the 7 steps to be followed for the production of crops. I hope the concept is clear to you. Okay, thank you.